Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Late last week, I received this package in the mail. I did cut it open because I was not sure what it was. And then when I seen what it was after I cut it open, I thought, I'm going to wait to look at it and unwrap the rest of it on camera with you. So without further ado, see, as you can tell, I did not have it out. I'm curious to see what this is going to look like. Okay, let's put this up here. Nice cardboard in there so the book doesn't bend. Okay, and this is just my shipping information. This is from Coloring Bliss. If you have never heard of Coloring Bliss, it is a husband and wife team that has a company, and Jennifer and Steve, it's their name, Jennifer and Steve Stay. Jennifer is the artist, and they do have a YouTube channel, they have a Facebook group, they do lives on Facebook, and then continue the live on YouTube in case you can't catch the Facebook live pretty much every week. I can't remember now if it's scheduled on a certain day of the week. I think it is, but I'm not sure which day it is. But anyhow, they sell a lot of things on coloringbliss.com, and I will link their website down below. But what's really nice is the fact that you can create your own coloring book. And what I mean by that is Jennifer Stay has a ton of pictures out there, coloring book pages. And you go through, you pick out which ones you want in your coloring book. And then once you have all your pictures picked out, you go through and you pick out what order you want them to appear in, which is really nice, right? And then you can even indicate whether you are left or right-handed. They have thought of everything, because some pictures may be landscaped, right? If you are right-handed, you of course would want this nice coil binding on the left side. But if you are left-handed, that wouldn't be so good, would it? So if you are left-handed, then they put the coil binding on the right side. Isn't that nice? So, like I just said, you do have the nice coil binding at the top, nice heavy cardstock. And in addition to picking out your own pictures, you pick what kind of paper you want it printed on. And they have a number of different nice papers. You pick your all the way from your standard cardstock to, you know, which is kind of like a multimedia type paper, to marker paper, to I think it's called a metallic paper, which I really want to get one on that paper too. I think I seen Anne from A Colorful Life color something on that. And with marker, it looks like it's glittery. It's really cool. Their most current paper that they came out with is watercolor paper. And I thought, with all of the watercolor real brush pens I have, in addition to the Tombow set, a lot of watercolor mediums, they, like I said, just came out with this really nice watercolor paper. So that is what I ordered this particular book on. This is just a thank you sheet. Talks about their live weekly coloring workshops. And you can order an extra Bliss blotting page that you put behind your page. And talks about their Bliss marker paper. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, maybe I did order this on marker paper. No, watercolor. I thought I did. Oh, they're confusing me. So, This is, like I said, on their watercolor paper. It says, what makes this Jennifer's favorite watercolor paper? Sizing treatment that prevents water and water-based media from soaking into the paper. Acid-free for archival storage of the finished art. Cold press texture that looks beautiful when colored with water-based media. And high quality paper combined with sizing and cold press texture to bring you beautiful blends and amazing watercolor results. So when you feel it, you can tell that it's cold press watercolor paper. I picked out, this is going to be my mandala book, and they do have a couple of pre-made coloring books too, and they do have a couple of, I think they've actually come out with 2 new ones now, so I think they have 3 mandala books in total. I may be wrong on that. They also have a ton of coloring swatch books, so if you are into swatching, you can look on their website for all their different type of swatch books also. Here are just some little bitty thumbnails of all of the pictures that I picked. I think you can pick up to, is it 40 some pictures, I believe, and then you just pay, you know, per picture, and then they, you know, whether you want the blotter page, whether you want, I believe it's hard cardboard in the back, which I did also opt for, you know, just a little minor fee for each additional enhancement that you pick to your coloring book. So it is definitely individualized for you. All right. So the order that I decided to put all my pictures in was basically, for the most part, from real simple mandalas to the more well, not even difficult, because I didn't want to get too tiny and too difficult, but you know, just to progress in the book from the real simplistic to, you know, on up. But doesn't that look like fun? I really, really like, you know, the mandala she has out there. She has just, you name it, you know, whatever you like, she has something for you. And again, I will link their website down below. I can just, you know, I can see blending out with like my Tombows or, you know, the Zig Clean Color Real Brush Pens, or the Arteza twine markers that I got not too long ago. So yeah, like I said, I got all mandala pictures in this book. And I'm just going to have so much fun. Now, because this is on watercolor paper, it's not to say that you can't use something else. You know, you could use your alcohol markers on here. But due to the texture on here, you know, it may or may not do something to the nibs of your marker. But like I said, it's not saying you have to use just watercolor on this paper. It's just, you know, that's what it was created for. So now, is this not the truth? I thought this was so perfect. My mantra: so many books, so little time. Right? So pretty. This reminds me of Easter eggs. I thought that would be a cute one for Easter time. And we have Christmas trees. So she does have some holiday things in here too. Or pictures. I just put them in here. I thought this would be cute for Valentine's Day. And again, because I am right-handed, the binding is on the left side. Now, as you can see, some of the pictures have very dark, thick black lines, and some of them have a little bit lighter lines. Isn't that cool? This kind of has a combo of both. Here too. Could do some neat backgrounds too. You know, now that I'm just thinking of that, I bet you Neocolor 2s would be really neat to use on the background on some of these. You know, some of these that have more of the black in, I bet you really bright colors would just pop on some of these. Isn't that cool? I love that one. And they just seem to be such an awesome, awesome couple. If you've ever seen their lives or watched back the recordings and stuff, you know, they have such a good time. And they just seem so kind. Oh, and Misty's up here. She wants to see the pretty pictures too. Hello, little girl. See, isn't that pretty? Oh, I almost got her on the face with that page. Oh, and I'm going to get you on the butt. Watch out. There you go. See, like I said, some of the easier ones are after some of the more difficult ones, but that's okay. I like this too. This is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, of course, I like them all, or I wouldn't have had them put in my book. This one too. You know, of course, in any book, you're always going to have your favorites, right? Okay, lay down and get comfortable, sure. Better than walking on the book, right? I see these and it's like, okay, I want to get my watercolors out right now. I think I'm going to try my Tombos first. And here we have, it says, making the best of a hard day. And yeah, I have to keep telling myself that with everything that's going on right now with the move. So I thought that was very appropriate too. And that is the page that I put last in the book. And like I said, I opted to have this really thick piece of cardboard in the back of my book. And then here is their back page, and it is their About Me page. And Jennifer, you know, talks about some things, you know, about their life. They always have to have their dog Rose sitting on the side. She is so cute. Then she talks about her husband Steve, who does, you know, a lot with the Coloring Bliss channel. He's the printer man, you know, works with all of that when choosing their papers and things like that. Then it does have the coloringbliss.com website, their YouTube channel, which is Coloring Pages Bliss, and then their Facebook group, which is Coloring Bliss. So, that is that. And she has hand drawn by me, hand picked by you. Isn't that neat? So I just thought I wanted to show you my custom coloring book. I did have one printed previously, and I believe I had that created on marker paper. And it was not just mandalas. It included some mandalas, but it was just an assortment of pictures. And yeah, the paper is second to none. I mean, it's really, really awesome quality. I want to thank you so much to Jennifer and Steve for providing such high quality products. I am not, you know, affiliated with them, or, you know, I did just purchase this on my own, but I do really, really like their stuff. So I hope you liked watching this flip through of this really fun book and joining me in on this. I hope you are all having a fantastic week, and as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.